What is going on, YouTube? So today we're going to be discussing the upcoming patch, the 1.3 patch. With this patch, we're going to be getting two characters. We're going to be getting the Black Dwarf right here, otherwise known as Palabuana. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. And then we also have Shaman coming out following. This is a little bit different compared to how it was released on the Chinese version. Um, with that, Shaman actually came out first, then Black Dwarf. So I think they realized that they could probably get more money. I don't know. It's definitely a weird switch up when it comes to this. But obviously with the 1.3 patch, we are expecting it to come out on the 18th, so 11 days at the time of this recording. And today we're going to be going over Black Dwarf, a brand new 6-star mineral character. Her primary focus is going to be around just DPS and carrying. She is going to be very, very dependent on just using a lot of stuff. She brings somewhat of, not a new mechanic, but she's definitely unique in that she revolves around planets. And you'll see what I mean. So obviously we have the ultimate here. It is a single target. It removes all planets. As you can see here, you have Saturn, Mars, and full moon. So three, technically the full moon isn't a planet, but you have three planets. So you're going to remove all of those. You're going to deal 600% mental damage, gain 2 stacks of full moon, and full moon is +6 skill power for each stack. Planets are capped at 3. So as we can scroll down here, we have Saturn is 6% penetration rate for each stack. And then, planets are capped at 3. Mars, 6% leech rate for each stack. And then, capped at 3. And obviously we have full moon, 6% skill power for each stack. I'm not sure if the stacks quantify for each individual planet. So we'll have to wait to find out when she is actually available. And, see just, if that's the case. I'm not sure. I'll probably look up some videos to see if that is the case, and then come back and make a separate video when I do her actual team building and how to build said character. We have the Enchanted Strike. It is a single target attack, scaling from 180% to 450%. And then upon the cast, you will gain 1 stack of Saturn at the 1 star, and at 3 stars, you're going to gain 3 stacks of Saturn. And, 2 is 2. So obviously, you can go from 6% all the way up to 18% of penetration rate, which is very, very nice. Single target of mental damage. Next up, we have the Mythical Meteors. It is a mass attack for all 3, scaling from 135% mental damage to 335 mental damage to 2 enemies. Same thing as the single target, but this time you're going to be gaining Mars, so a 6% leech rate all the way up to 18%. For insight levels, Insight 1. When a planet is removed, you are going to gain 1 stack of Saturn Divination, Mars Divination, or Full Moon Divination, depending on the type. Saturn Divination plus 12% penetration rate, Mars Divination plus 12 leech rate, and then 12% skill power. When the planet is removed, gain it. So depending on the type, does that mean that, let's say, for example, you have a Mars and then it gets removed, are you going to get a Mars Divination? So that's my own personal questioning about that. Insight 3. Once you use your ultimate, you're going to gain 1 effect based on the most removed planet. So if Saturn is removed, you are going to immediately cast Enchanted Strike at the rank corresponding to the amount of Saturns removed. So your single target, and then you're going to get all the Saturn buffs. That's cool. And then, if Mars is removed, same thing with Mars. If full moon is removed, immediately gains spell incantation 2 for 1/2 rounds, corresponding to the amount of full moons skill incantation 2. So wait. What? Okay. So at Empower Cantation 2, when a round begins, 2 random stacks. Okay, so he portrays. So at P1, Stellar Kinetics changes to increase planet limit to 4. That is freaking very good. So I believe that is... Wait, what? Kinetic? Am I just dumb? Stellar Kinematics. I guess that's the same thing. So that's good. Typically what I saw is that ideally you want her at P1, being able to max the total amount of planets to 4. So it's very, very dependent on her playstyle with her planets. Obviously, you know, Saturn, Mars, and then the full moon being 3 different planet variations. And the Enchanted Strike gives you Saturn, the Mythical Meteors gives you Mars, and then full moon you get with the ultimate. So it's very odd playstyle. As you can see, you know, she really focuses on trying to get as much damage out as possible. So it's going to be most of your card usage wants to be her. I'll definitely come out with a how to build her and team setup, but for the moment I think she's good. Is she better than Shaman? I don't think so. I think Shaman's the better of the 2 banner 1.3 units. But you know, if you really want Black Dwarf, go for her. Otherwise, I would say just wait for Shaman.